Tell me if this sounds familiar. You go to bed at a reasonable hour, fall asleep just fine, but then like clockwork, your eyes pop open at 3:17 a.m. The house is silent. The world is still. And suddenly, your brain decides now is the perfect time to replay that awkward thing you said in 1987, worry about your grandson's college tuition, and mentally reorganize your entire kitchen pantry. If this is your nightly reality, you're not alone. In fact, studies show nearly 60% of adults over 60 experience these mysterious midnight wake-ups. But here's what most people don't realize, it's not just annoying. These interrupted sleep patterns could actually be affecting your memory, mood, and even long-term health in ways you might not expect. Over this series, we're going to uncover exactly why this happens, and I'll share some surprisingly simple solutions that have helped thousands of seniors just like you reclaim their nights. But first, let's understand what's really going on when you find yourself staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m. The aging sleep cycle. Why nights change. After 60. When Martha, a 68-year-old retired teacher, came to my sleep clinic, she said something I hear all the time. I used to sleep like a rock, why can't I anymore? The answer lies in something called sleep architecture. Basically how your sleep is structured throughout the night. Imagine your sleep used to be like diving into a deep ocean-long stretches of uninterrupted rest. Now, it's more like wading in a pool where you occasionally bump against the edge. This happens because, as we age, we spend less time in deep sleep and more time in lighter sleep stages. That means minor disturbances, a creaky floorboard, a passing car, even your own thoughts can wake you more easily. But here's the crucial insight. This shift isn't necessarily bad. In many traditional cultures, segmented sleep was completely normal. The problem isn't waking up, it's what happens next. Midnight mind racing, the cortisol connection. Here's where things get really interesting. When you wake at 3 a.m. and start worrying, your body releases cortisol, the stress hormone that's meant to help you face daytime challenges. But at night, this creates a vicious cycle. You worry, the cortisol spikes and your brain thinks it's time to be alert, then now you're really awake. This explains why Tom, a 72-year-old veteran, could fall back asleep instantly during his Army days when alarms went off, but now finds himself wide awake after a simple trip to the bathroom. His stress response has become hypersensitive with age. The good news? We can actually retrain this response, and it starts with understanding one surprising truth. The 3 a.m. window, spiritual awakening, or biological quirk? Across cultures and centuries, 3 a.m. has been called the witching hour, the ambrosial hours in monasteries, and even the hour of God. While science explains part of our wakefulness, there might be wisdom in these traditions too. Many of my clients report their clearest insights come during these quiet night hours. The key is learning to navigate them without panic. As 81-year-old artist Eleanor puts it, I used to dread 3 a.m. Now I keep my sketchbook handy. Some of my best work comes from those still moments. This brings us to our first practical solution, one that works whether you want to fall back asleep or make peace with being awake. Solution number 1, the 15-minute rule with a twist. Sleep experts always say, if you're awake for 15 minutes, get out of bed. But here's the version I've developed specifically for seniors that actually works. *1. When you wake, glance at the clock. Once, no obsessive checking. 2. Do a quick body scan. Are you physically uncomfortable? Need the bathroom? 3. If nothing urgent, close your eyes and practice this breathing pattern. Imagine smelling a flower. 4C inhale. Hold that sweetness. 7-sec pause. Blow out a candle. 8-sec exhale. 4. If after 15 minutes you're still awake, get up but don't turn on bright lights. Move to a preset cozy corner with dim lighting and a dull book. I recommend appliance manuals works like a charm *. This works because it breaks the anxiety cycle while respecting your body's natural rhythms. As 70-year-old Michael reported, I went from 90-minute wakeful marathons to usually falling back asleep by the second breathing cycle. Coming next, the unexpected daytime habits affecting your nights. In our next session, we'll explore how what you do between sunrise and sunset dramatically impacts those 3 a.m. wake-ups, including one common medication that surprisingly makes nighttime wake-ups worse, and the best daytime snack to promote deeper sleep. But before we continue, have you noticed any patterns to your 3 a.m. wake-ups? Certain thoughts that always surface? Share your experiences below your story might help someone else feel less alone in this. Remember friends, while we can't stop the clock from turning, we can change how we respond when it strikes 3 a.m. Here's to sweeter dreams ahead. There's an old Italian proverb that says, "A good night's sleep starts at the dinner table." And as it turns out, science agrees, especially for those of us over 60. What you eat in the evening, the temperature of your bedroom, even what you wear to bed can mean the difference between sleeping through the night and starring in your own 3 a.m. monologue. Let's start with one of the most surprising discoveries about late-night eating that most doctors never mention. The bedtime snack paradox. Eat to sleep? Conventional wisdom says don't eat before bed, but research on older adults shows the opposite can be true. As we age, blood sugar fluctuations become a major sleep disruptor. That's why 69-year-old diabetic James was waking like clockwork. At 3:15 a.m. his liver was releasing emergency glucose reserves, essentially giving him an internal alarm clock. Try this instead. Asterisk. The 3-ingredient sleep smoothie, 30 mins before bed. 1/2 banana, potassium prevents leg cramps. 1 terabyte so, almond butter. Healthy fats stabilize blood sugar. 1/4 2-spice cinnamon helps regulate nighttime glucose. Blend with warm almond milk for tryptophan boost asterisk. When 74-year-old Martha started this ritual, she not only slept through the night but reported morning energy I haven't had since my 50s. The thermostat trick. Why 68 degrees Fahrenheit is wrong for seniors. That standard sleep at 68 degrees advice? It's based on 30-year-old metabolism studies. New research shows that after 60, our temperature regulation changes dramatically. Here's what actually works. Pre-cool your bedroom. Lower temps, 64 to 66 degrees Fahrenheit for the first half of night. Then warm slightly. Program thermostat to rise to 70 degrees Fahrenheit around 3 a.m. Bamboo fiber socks prevent cold feet, a major but overlooked wake-up trigger. Pro tip, 81-year-old retired engineer Carl rigged his smart thermostat this way and cut his wake-ups by 80%. The midnight bathroom solution, beyond drink less. Even with perfect hydration timing, many seniors still need nighttime bathroom trips. Try these bathroom tweaks. Somotion, activated night lights, red bulbs preserve melatonin. Elevate toilet seat 2 inches, reduces strain that can trigger full awakening. Keep lavender hand cream, the scent helps reactivate sleepiness. Bonus. Place a small footstool in front of the toilet. A squatty potty position prevents complete wakefulness by minimizing effort. Solution number 3. The 100-year-old sleep secret. When I interviewed 103-year-old sleep champion Eleanor, her advice surprised me. Always go to bed a little cold, then let your body warm the sheets. This mirrors sleep science. The temperature drop triggers melatonin. Her exact routine. 1. Cool shower 1 hour before bed. Not cold, just 10 degrees below body temp. 2. Light cotton pajamas, no heavy flannels. 3. Wool blanket at foot of bed, easy to kick off as you warm up. Modern sleep labs confirm this temperature wave method can add 42 minutes of uninterrupted sleep for seniors. Coming next, the mind-body connection. In our final installment, we'll explore how daytime breathing patterns predict nighttime wake-ups, a 5-minute bedtime stretch from a 93-year-old yoga master, when to actually worry about 3 a.m. wake-ups, rare red flags. But first, what's your weirdest "this actually helped my sleep" trick? A strange snack? Unusual pillow arrangement? The comments are waiting for your genius. Remember friends, sleep isn't about perfections, about progress. Sweet dreams until next time. There's a reason every ancient healing tradition from Ayurveda to Chinese medicinal links breath with sleep. As it turns out, how we breathe during the day directly programs those 3 a.m. wake-ups. And today, we're going to harness that connection with techniques refined over centuries and now proven by modern sleep labs. The diaphragm secret. Daytime breathing equals nighttime sleep. 73-year-old retired singer Miriam thought her nighttime wake-ups were inevitable until we discovered she'd been breathing backwards for years. Like many seniors, she'd developed shallow chest breathing from decades of stress. This trains the nervous system to stay on high alert even at 3 a.m. Try this 3 times Dalton's Eiley, even while watching television. 1. Place hands on ribs, right hand on chest, left on belly. 2. Inhale for 4 counts through nose. Feel left hand rise first. 3. Exhale for 6 counts through pursed lips, like blowing out candles. 4. Pause 2 seconds before next breath. After 2 weeks, Miriam reported, "I don't just sleep better, I feel calmer all day." The 5-minute bedtime stretch. From a 93-year-old yoga master. When I asked Taoist teacher Master Li why he still sleeps through the night at 93, he demonstrated this sequence passed down through generations. Seated forward fold, 1 minute. Loosens hamstrings where stress hides. A reclining butterfly, 2 minutes. Opens hips to release emotional tension. Palms over eyes, 1 minute. Triggers the diving reflex for instant calm. Side-lying spinal twist, 1 minute per side. Aligns vertebrae for uninterrupted sleep. Pro tip: do this in bed wearing loose pajamas, no yoga mat required. When to actually worry. The 3 a.m. red flags. While most nighttime wake-ups are normal, these rare signs warrant a doctor's visit. Gasping, choking sensations, possible sleep apnea. A pounding heartbeat plus sweating could indicate blood sugar crashes. Visual hallucinations, sometimes linked to Parkinson's precursors. Odd leg movements you can't control. Restless leg syndrome. Important: 82-year-old marathoner George discovered his 3 a.m. wake-ups were actually mild heart arrhythmias, no treated. He sleeps soundly. Putting it all together, your personalized sleep prescription. Let's create your custom plan based on what we've learned. A morning, 10-minute sunlight plus diaphragm breathing. Day, hydration front-loading plus smart medication timing. Of evening, thermostat programming plus 3 ingredient smoothie. Night, Master Li's stretches plus Eleanor's temperature wave. Start with just 1 to 2 elements progress. Beats perfection. Final thought, the gift of 3 a.m. Before we close, consider this perspective from 97-year-old poet Grace. My 3 a.m.s became precious once I stopped fighting them. That's when I wrote my best verse season, The Quiet Dark, when the world feels made just for me. Whether you seek uninterrupted sleep or peaceful wakefulness, remember, your relationship with night can still be rewritten. One breath, one adjustment, one small victory at a time.
Thank you for sharing this journey toward restful nights. Now I'd love to hear which strategy surprised you most. The comments are open, and as always, sweet dreams. There's a beautiful secret about sleep that traditional Chinese medicine has understood for centuries. Your daytime movements program your nighttime rest. And today, we're going to explore how gentle, mindful exercises can help you finally break free from those frustrating 3 a.m. wake-up calls. The forgotten sleep muscle, your diaphragm. When 68-year-old retired teacher Susan came to me, she said something I'll never forget. I feel like I've forgotten how to rest. And in a way, she was right. After years of stress and shallow breathing, her body had literally unlearned how to fully relax. The 4 to 6 -8 breathing method, do this morning and evening. 1. Sit comfortably with hands on your belly. 2. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 counts. 3. Hold gently for 6 counts. 4. Exhale completely through pursed lips for 8 counts. 5. Repeat 5 times. Why it works. This triggers your vagus nerve, the body's natural relaxation switch. After 3 weeks of practice, Susan reported her 3 a.m. wake-ups decreased from nightly to just twice a week. Master Chen's 5-minute bedtime routine, age 94. I learned this sequence from a Qigong master who still sleeps soundly through the night. The key is moving energy, what traditional healers call qi, to prepare your body for rest. 1. Ear massage, 1 minute. Gently pull down on earlobes to release jaw tension. 2. Foot roll, 1 minute. Roll a tennis ball under each foot to relax the nervous system. 3. Neck circles, 1 minute. Slow, small rotations to release stored stress. 4. Palms over eyes, 1 minute. Warm your hands and cup them gently over closed eyes. 5. Abdominal breathing, 1 minute. Focus on filling your lower belly with each breath. Pro tip: do this while sitting on the edge of your bed in your pajama sit. Becomes a powerful sleep cue for your body. The hidden link between gut health and 3 a.m. wake-ups. Emerging research shows our gut microbiome influences sleep cycles more than we realized. Simple changes can make a dramatic difference. Eat prebiotic foods at dinner. Bananas, oats, and asparagus feed good gut bacteria. Try a bedtime probiotic. Look for strains like Lactobacillus helveticus. Golden milk. Warm almond milk with turmeric and a pinch of black pepper reduces inflammation. When 72-year-old retired nurse Margaret adjusted her gut health, she reported, "Not only do I sleep better, but I wake up feeling truly refreshed for the first time in years." When to seek help, red flags. You shouldn't ignore. While occasional wake-ups are normal, these symptoms warrant a doctor's visit. Oh, gasping or choking sensations, possible sleep apnea. Severe restless legs that disrupt sleep nightly, Z-night sweats with rapid weight loss, confusion or hallucinations upon waking. Important note, 79-year-old retired engineer David discovered his 3 a.m. wake-ups were linked to an easily treated thyroid imbalance now corrected. He sleeps soundly. Your personalized sleep prescription. Let's create your custom plan based on what resonates most. Morning, 10-minute sunlight plus 4 to 6 -8 breathing. Gawler afternoon, short walk plus probiotic. Rich snack. Evening, gentle movement plus gut. Friendly dinner. Bedtime, Master Chen's 5-minute routine plus abdominal breathing. Remember progress over perfection. Even implementing one element can make a difference. A new perspective on 3 a.m. Before we close, I want to share wisdom from 101-year-old artist Eleanor. When I stopped fighting my 3 a.m. wake-ups and started using them as quiet, creative time, my entire relationship with sleep transformed. Whether your goal is uninterrupted sleep or peaceful wakefulness, remember you have more power over your rest than you realize. One breath, one small change, one night at a time. I love to hear which of these strategies will you try first. Share in the comments below, and may your nights grow ever more restful. There's a profound truth that both modern science and ancient wisdom agree on the way we move and breathe during daylight hours, writes the story of our nights. Today, we're going to explore how simple, gentle practices can help you reclaim deep, restorative sleep naturally. The breath-sleep connection, more than just relaxation. When 71-year-old retired librarian Evelyn came to me, she shared something heartbreaking. I feel like my body has forgotten how to truly rest. What she didn't realize was that her shallow, stress-filled breathing pattern was essentially keeping her nervous system on high alert in the middle of the night. The 4 to 7 -8 -4 breathing technique. Practice morning and evening. 1. Sit comfortably with one hand on your heart, one on your belly. 2. Inhale deeply through your nose for 4 seconds. 3. Hold gently for 7 seconds. 4. Exhale completely through pursed lips for 8 seconds. 5. Pause empty for 4 seconds. 6. Repeat for 5 cycles. Why this works? This specific pattern triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural off switch for stress. After just 2 weeks of practice, Evelyn reported her nighttime wake-ups decreased by 60%. The 7-minute evening wind down from 96-year-old Qigong Master Ling. I was privileged to learn this sequence from Master Ling, who still sleeps peacefully through each night. Notice how each movement corresponds to traditional Chinese medicine meridians. 1. Ear unfolding, 1 minute. Gently roll and massage ears from top to lobe. 2. Heavenly drum, 1 minute. Place palms over ears, fingers tapping back of skull. 3. Kidney rub, 1 minute. Warm hands, then rub lower back briskly. 4. Belly breathing, 2 minutes. Focus on expanding the dantian, 2 below navel. 5. Foot bath meditation, 2 minutes. Imagine warm water washing over feet. Pro tip: performed consistently for 21 nights. This becomes a powerful sleep signal for your body-mind connection. The gut-brain axis, your second sleep control center. Cutting-edge research reveals our gut microbiome produces neurotransmitters that directly influence sleep quality. Try these gut-friendly adjustments. Dinner tweaks include fermented foods plus prebiotic fibers, a golden moon milk, warm oat milk with turmeric, cinnamon, and cardamom. Targeted probiotics. Look for Bifidobacterium longum and Lactobacillus rhamnosus. 76-year-old retired chef Marco transformed his sleep by simply adding kimchi to his dinners, and taking a specific probiotic's 3 a.m. wake-ups vanished within a month. Red flags. When to consult your doctor. While most nighttime awakenings are normal aging changes, these symptoms deserve medical attention. Caught choking, gasping episodes, potential sleep apnea, collar severe restless legs disrupting sleep nightly, dawn-night sweats with unexplained weight loss, Dayu visual hallucinations upon waking, Goddard significant daytime cognitive fog. Important: 82-year-old retired teacher Ruth discovered her wake-ups were linked to a treatable vitamin D deficiency, now corrected. She sleeps soundly. Your personalized sleep restoration plan? Let's craft your custom protocol. Choose what resonates. Asterisk, morning ritual. 10 minutes morning sunlight. 4 to 7, -8, -4 breathing practice. Gentle joint mobilization. Daytime habits. Hydration before 4 p.m. Afternoon, quiet time. Gut-friendly lunch. Evening transition. Digital sunset by 7 p.m. Master Ling's 7-min routine. Warm foot soak. Bedtime prep. Temperature wave technique. Abdominal breathing. Gratitude reflection asterisk. Remember, transformation happens through consistency, not perfection. Reframing the night. Wisdom from centenarians. 103-year-old poet Lin shared this perspective. My midnight hours became gifts when I stopped resisting them. That's when inspiration visits, when the world is quiet enough to listen.
Whether your goal is uninterrupted sleep or peaceful wakefulness, remember each small change creates ripple effects through your nights and days. I'd love to hear which of these ancient modern fusions speaks to you. Share your thoughts below, and may your nights grow ever more restorative. Tell me if this sounds familiar. You fall asleep just fine, but like clockwork, your eyes pop open at 3 a.m. The house is silent, the world is still, and suddenly your brain decides now is the perfect time to replay that awkward moment from 1982, solve all your grandchildren's life challenges, and mentally reorganize every closet in your house. If this is your nightly reality, you're not just frustrated, you're probably worried. Is this normal aging? A health warning? Tonight, we'll uncover the truth and give you practical solutions that actually work. Section 1. The science behind 3 a.m. wake-ups. Visual. Animation of brainwaves changing with age. As we cross 60, our sleep architecture evolves. We spend less time in deep sleep and more in lighter stages, meaning minor disturbances can fully wake us. But here's what's fascinating. This pattern mirrors how humans slept before artificial lighting. The problem isn't necessarily waking, it's how we react. Key changes. Melatonin reduction. 40 to 50% less production after 65. Body temperature shifts. Less ability to self-regulate. Bladder sensitivity. Kidneys concentrate urine differently. 72-year-old retired nurse Patricia discovered her wake-ups decreased when she stopped stressing about them-proof mindset matters. Section 2. Daytime fixes for nighttime sleep. Visual. Host demonstrating hydration timing with labeled water bottles. 1. Hydration overhaul. Front load fluids. 75% before 4 p.m. Add electrolytes. Martha, 68, reduced bathroom trips from 4 to 1 nightly. 2. Medication timing. Diuretics with breakfast, not dinner. Statins in morning to prevent leg cramps. 3. The 20-minute Goldilocks nap. Before 2 p.m. in a recliner, not bed. Pro tip. Try the coffee nap espresso, then immediate 20-min rest. Section 3. The 7-point evening wind. Down. Visual. Montage of Master Ling's Qigong routine. 1. 5 p.m. Gentle walk, activate sleep pressure. 2. 7 p.m. Digital sunset, amber lighting. 3. 8 p.m. Warm foot bath, drops core temp. 4. 9 p.m. 4 to 7, -8, -4 breathing, 5 cycles. 5. 9:15. Belly brain massage, clockwise circles. 6. 9:30. Gratitude journal, 3 specific items. 7. 10 p.m. Cocoon posture in bed, knees bent, pillow between legs. Retired engineer Carl combined these with thermostat tweaks, no sleep, 6H, uninterrupted at 79. Section 4. When you still wake at 3 a.m. Visual. Host demonstrating heavenly drum technique. Do this. Check clock once. Practice palms over eyes breathing. If not asleep in 15 minutes, move to preset chair with dull reading. Avoid this. Bright lights. Problem solving. Self-criticism. Artist Eleanor, 81, now uses this time for creative writing, transforming frustration into inspiration. Section 5. Red flags and professional help. Visual. Animated checklist with warning signs. Seek medical advice for gasping, choking episodes, severe restless legs, night sweats plus weight loss, hallucinations upon waking. Teacher David's 3 a.m. wake-ups revealed a treatable thyroid issue now resolved. Remember, friends, Sleep after 60 isn't about returning to youthful patterns, it's about creating new rhythms that honor where you are now. Start small, maybe just the 4 to 7, -8, -4 breathing tonight. Progress compounds. Sweet dream sand, I'll see you in the comments. Which tip will you try first? Comment below.